I, like many of you, have a great passion for education. I spent about 17 years of my career in administration within higher ed, and 6 years as a president of a private sector school in Indianapolis, and have great compassion and love for driving student outcomes, student engagement, ultimately preparing students for life and the workplace. I decided about a year and a half or two ago to try something different. I talked with some of my friends in Indianapolis who started a venture studio called High Alpha. Scott Dorsey is the managing director, a good friend, and was a founder of ExactTarget that was acquired by Salesforce several years ago, along with some other folks in town. And their focus was truly on driving economic development through the evolution and launch of 8 to 10 cloud-based tech companies over a 5-year period. We're well on our way. I joined about a year ago and was co-founder of ClearScholar. I usually start off by saying what we're not. We're not a learning management system or an SIS or a CRM, but rather we're a hub, a mobile engagement hub for students with a back engine with lots of opportunity for institutions to derive connections with students and ultimately provide a common ground for students to find ways to feel more connected, part of something larger than themselves within the university of their choice. Most of you know these stats, and depending on where you pull them from, they can be different at times. But the main point is we have a grand opportunity in this country to get better. When I talk with folks who don't have a real understanding of education overall and talk about the fact that we're 28th in early childhood development in the world and lose 750,000 high school kids a year to dropout, it's easy to grab anyone's attention who has a passion for what I believe is what makes the world go round, and that's education. So in short, we have a mobile engagement, a mobile app facing product for students to download when their university chooses to partner with ClearScholar that has a variety of information available to them. I'll talk a little bit more about the personalized aspect that we believe is a differentiator for ClearScholar a little bit later on in this presentation. But it has a variety of opportunities to connect with faculty, staff, events, emergency notification systems, a mobile student ID, and a variety of other integrations that we've already developed with folks like Aramark and Salesforce and others. There's a dashboard on the back end that allows institutions to create what we are calling student personas based on the Common Education Data Standards to allow institutions to create as many student personas as they would like that is ultimately mapped to content and opportunities within the college ecosystem. It's a very large market, and many of you know this already. In our estimation, our core product at the center of the student life cycle where we've started is a $1 billion opportunity in this country. That doubles or triples when we look to expand to the front and back end of the life cycle, and approaches $20 billion internationally when looking at the opportunities. I threw high school on here as well. We're not focused on high school at the moment, but we believe, I serve on my old alma mater board. We know there's opportunity in high schools as well for our product. We have a terrific relationship in partnership with Butler University. I graduated with my MBA about 20 years ago from Butler. And I have a great affection for Jim Danko, their current president, as well as what Butler means to the local community and the national community. Jim had a desire to partner with us to drive innovation and to ultimately challenge the status quo of his current mobile app that they had built on Butler's campus. As you can see, we've had some great success with the full launching of our product in early January this year. We launched with 100 Butler students in the fall. We built this product for higher ed, not for Butler, but through the voices of Butler students. We learned a lot and put a lot of emphasis on student perspective and student dynamics. So in the first 60 days with the ClearScholar app, which is marketed as the Butler app on campus, we had nearly 53,000 sessions compared to a 60-day period with their current app of 7,700, and more sessions in the first 60 days compared to almost 2 years of data that Butler had in hand. I believe, we believe, and I think everyone in here would believe, that adoption rates and usage rates are imperative in terms of the technology that I'm describing. We've had great success so far. This number is approaching 80% after a mid-year launch on Butler's campus. We have what we believe to be pretty darn good usage rates at 30, 70, 90, daily, monthly, and weekly, daily, weekly, and monthly. We have a 1.75 quick ratio that is among the best in mobile engagement apps, and we feel very confident about what we've built and the ability to forge ahead with other institutions. In short, when students open up the app, they have a very personalized experience, unlike other opportunities in the marketplace today, from what I see. And ultimately, students are able to click the Just For Me bubble that allows them to have personalized information that's shared either via the automated feeds that are set up through our connection, or specially curated feeds that administrators or even students or faculty are sending out to students. I mentioned the mobile student ID. We have deep integration with Aramark Food Services, where students are able to increase their flex spending accounts. We have integration with Salesforce Service Cloud, where students are able to also submit help desk ticketing issues. The portal is provides a vast array of opportunity for institutions to collaborate. And lastly, our Aware brand new state-of-the-art technology regarding student safety and connecting officers and security officers through mobile data and engagement. Thank you very much for your time today. If you'd like a free download of our ebook, you can text INSIGHTS to 555-888.